Omaha Public Schools tries to repair the damage in its failed search for the district's next superintendent. LPS had to go back to the drawing board after all 3 original finalists pulled out, with 2 citing concerns about the board and dysfunction with the process. Tonight, the board must decide whether they want to move forward with a stand-in or continue to look for a more permanent choice. Reporter Miranda Christian tells us how they plan to move forward.
After weeks of uncertainty, the Omaha Public School Board discussed what they'll do next in their superintendent search. All 9 board members were in attendance, and they were met with nearly a dozen people who are unhappy with the chain of events.
You all need to be listening to each other as well, not crafting any sort of backroom deals with some board members while leaving the other board members out of the loop.
And several of the public comments brought their recommendations to fill that vacant superintendent spot.
Is asked that you would give consideration to Dr. Deb Friesen for OPS superintendent in lieu of an interim position that you would perhaps consider a 1-year contract.
The board had to decide on a few options. Do they decide on an interim for the 17-18 school year, or do they hire a new superintendent? Board members gave their thoughts on what they should do.
I think it would be unwise of us to simply appoint somebody and say that this is how it's going to be.
Find out if we can do an extension of Mr. Evans' contract for a year. Then if that's not possible, then we would move to an application process.
Superintendent Mark Evans was asked about his interest in extending his contract.
And to be quite honest, my answer is, I'm not sure. Watch Monday night, because I really don't know the answer to that, because I've not heard from this body what directions they want to go.
Evans says he needs to hear from the board to even consider a decision.
The board did go into discussion for about 3 hours this evening. They did decide that they will accept applications until April 12th. Those applications will go to the HR department and then to the board. It's unclear at this time if Mr. Evans will apply for the interim position. For more information on this story, you can find it on 3newsnow.com. Reporting in downtown, I'm Miranda Christian, 3 News Now.
Now, your weather.